Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, the Ravens are champions of the AFC. And remember, Lamar Jackson, somewhat dubiously, all the regular season success, the MVP award last year, but 0-2 in the playoffs coming into this season. But he got it right this time around.
Came into it with full confidence that he could turn it around. But let's face it, this franchise itself, that helps in a big way because they've known how to win before. 2 Super Bowls prior to this one. They're built each and every year to get into the playoffs and be dangerous, and they did it one more time, trying to get a 3rd Super Bowl for the city of Baltimore as the Ravens.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run high, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Wilson has intercepted.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Well, after this standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Number 27, a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
The 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Campbell on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now high. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after one on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Mark Andrews.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
First down, a run with Hyde. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Josh Gordon. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
that 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Hyde. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Bobby Wagner.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
2nd and 9.
This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep body.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Griffin.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quarterback forced out of bounds. And
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Airing it out, looking for... And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 44 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson back to Brown, this time complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd down and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
For Seattle.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Jackson operating from the gun.
Oftentimes now offensive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Leonard Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Day. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protecting himself as best he could while completing the play. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Regal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Rolling to his right. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. 25 yards. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
44-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks him. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.